We look totally different again.
Yay!
And that's because...
I sat outside in the rain.
Yeah.
I didn't shower. I didn't choose to shower. I sat outside in the rain and the mud. And I have a new friend. And
yeah, what's that thing in your head?
helps me think.
I'm sure it does. Emmy obtained another brain cell, guys.
Yay!
She got the neural link.
I can
At least she thinks she
more
did.
thoughts now.
Yay.
Finally.
Woo. Thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you have any of those?
Sometimes I have so many that I want to explode.
Yeah, me too.
You get it?
But yeah, we wanted to kind of change things up with our look again because we're just going to change it. Listen, if we come up, one day we might come in and we're like the old Jaltoid. Maybe we're baby Jaltoid one day. I don't know. Who knows? And also we've been cleaning this room up a little bit.
I just sit here.
After the incident with the hole, we kind of decided to clean up a little more because that room got pretty messy. I think you guys would all agree with that.
Dalton.
Yeah?
Where'd the axe come from?
I think that axe came from our video.
Which?
K, I think.
Oh,
the one where the kids started
soap
crying.
opera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we unlist that video?
Why?
I don't know. I'm just asking if we did.
I don't think we did.
If it's not there, it's old Jaltoid animation.
Based on really old soap operas.
Yeah.
That are really dramatic.
Gosh. I think we might have unlisted it because like people were really sensitive about like any form of like jokes like that because the joke was like a language barrier joke where some like girl was like opening up to some guy who spoke Spanish and she's like, I can't be with you any longer. Like, oh my gosh. And then he's like, "K, like what?"
Huh?
And that was like the joke.
And
like he had no idea
the dude watching
why
just
she was
starts
spilling
crying
it out.
and bawling.
Yeah,
his
but
eyes out.
someone watching it starts crying. It was a silly little animation, but like I feel like people got pretty sensitive a few years ago, so we just were like, oh, but what if someone canceled us? That might have been what happened if it's not up there.
Always the worry about
we could
being
put it back
canceled.
up. I don't give a shit.
You should show it right here on the screen.
There's literally nothing offensive about it. We were just like worried people might misunderstand.
Fun fact about that video, that spawned some like random dude who like traced his character on top of the girl on there, and that ended up snowballing into like some super dramatic venture on a website called Meme Center.
Oh my god. Didn't that site die?
That site totally died. I don't know. It's probably archived somewhere, but there was this website called Meme Center, and somebody like informed us there was a really popular dude on there
and he was tracing our art. Yeah.
And also like getting paid to do that.
Yeah.
And he was just like a grown-ass man.
I mean,
and also you have to take this with a grain of salt because
we saw grown-ass man at that time as like someone in their 20s.
But we were also in our 20s.
Yeah.
So, but no, it was a website called Meme Center, and it's as bad as it sounds. Like, you know, iFunny or Funny Junk. Or something like that. Wow,
you probably just offended a lot of people.
I don't know. I don't use those sites.
People actually like iFunny.
That's fine if you like it. Listen, everybody needs a place to look at images. Okay,
it's like their own imager.
Tumblr.
Everyone has like their own like
imager
version of like imager. Because like we used to browse that a lot. I didn't really replace it with anything, but we used to browse it a lot when it was like convenient to like go there for things that were like memes and stuff. But then, like, the post quality got really low, and we just stopped going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what happened to Meme Center. I mean, you can only imagine what happened. But, yeah, the guy, I guess he got really popular, but he didn't just trace our stuff. He started tracing a lot of people's stuff, and he kept getting caught for it. And instead of owning up, he posted a GIF of himself crying.
Oh, my God.
But, like... his face out of shot. He was very, very performative. He just
God.
Soy emo. An emo. So he probably lived in Ohio. I bet you.
Oh my God. Ohio has a thing for like redneck emos.
Yeah. And he was very much like that because he had the red plaid and like spiked hair.
I unironically got bullied by redneck emo ghettos. Like ghetto redneck emos. Think like it's the weirdest combination, but I swear to God.
What does that mean?
So they were like rednecks, like, woo, I love the country. Cause I grew up in like a farm town, but it was like big city enough. You know what I mean? Like there was like, we had our downtown area and stuff, but like it's still a small town with farms literally everywhere. And I mean, basically everyone here is just like a little redneck, you know, just a little touch of redneck. So we also had like this big emo scene because for some reason, corn and emo goes hand in hand. Oh, wait, it kind of does. There is a band named Korn. Did they come from Ohio?
Oh my God, maybe they did.
They do perform here. We have this thing called incarceration where people just all go to the prison where Shawshank Redemption was filmed. And they do like this big concert and like they're like, oh, we're all locked up for the night. It's this crazy thing. I think they're one of the bands who shows up. Yeah, some random they perform in some random corn prison. It's a thing in Ohio. Ohio's weird, guys.
Hell's real.
Hell is real here.
There's like 2 signs that say it, so you know it's true.
That's probably like the most specifically Ohio thing you've probably ever heard.
Yeah,
But
honestly.
it's a real thing that happens here.
Ohio is so weird.
I started that story with I was being bullied by redneck emos, and then I went on to talk about what they do here. That's what they do here.
It's true.
That's why they're redneck emos.
It started with the meme center guy. I just wanted to say that he ended up drawing enormous dicks at the end. Like, that's just what he does now. He just,
what the fuck?
He just gets commissioned to draw
I blocked that memory
dicks.
out. I totally forgot about that. Oh, yeah, he did start doing that.
Like,
Whoa.
I'm not kidding. It's really weird.
Yeah, that was so long ago. I forgot those events even happened.
I know I've been talking about pipelines a lot, but what a weird pipeline that ended up to be. All
Someone
because of
listening
that
is
stupid
going to recognize
video.
that place.
K. He had to trace. He traced a few things. He put me and Dalton in his comic.
I remember that.
Like he would just straight up just like copy and paste things from our
He realized
videos.
What he was. We're talking over each other. I'm sorry. But he kept like copying things randomly. I don't think he had any idea what anything was in our videos.
Yeah, he ended up like using Easter egg characters that were meant to represent random anime characters as like background characters.
Yeah.
I remember he drew you, or like he drew over a picture of you driving a boat or something. I think.
I feel like this is a fever dream. I barely remember any of his comics or anything. That's wild. I totally forgot someone went that far. We get copied a lot, though. Like, it really doesn't surprise me.
That's just what happens when you end up getting a following.
Huh?
Because a lot of people do get inspired by you, too. I like when people get inspired.
Yeah.
And when you're younger, you're always, like, inclined to draw things like the people that you like and the things that you like.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I used to be a lot more bitter when people copied me, and it can be a pain in the ass when people copy you too, because...
Well, when you're trying to find your footing, that's the worst time to be copied.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know, there's just certain things that, like, when you're working through something...
Like, wait a second, I was trying to do that.
Yeah.
What? No! Where's my place?
Yeah.
No.
You just want to, like, make your burrow before someone else takes it.
Oh, that actually reminds me. In 3rd grade, I drew this picture of Misty and Ash out on a date. Misty was wearing a red sparkly dress and Ash was handing her a rose. And I had a friend approach me and she's like, wow, this is so pretty. Can I have it? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Wow. And then later, I'm looking around the classroom and I see a picture up on the wall, and it's my picture. And the girl gave the picture to the teacher and said she drew it. And I said, but I drew that. And the teacher just kind of brushed me off.
Oh my God. Literally stealing credit.
Fueled me. That fueled me into being like, hey, wait a second. That's mine. I did that. I did that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I had a freaking Vocaloid OC back in like freshman year high school, or like maybe 8th grade even. And I remember somebody found it and then colored over it and submitted it into like a YouTube draw a Vocaloid OC contest, and they won.
Oh my God.
And I think I cried about it. I was like, what the heck? Why?
Oh my God. Wait, was this online?
Wait, no, I don't know if I cried about it. I don't think I cried, but I was stressed about it.
That sucks.
Wait. Or was that like one of the times I was like, wow, they liked it so much? I actually can't remember how I reacted.
Have you been flattered for being stolen from like that?
Maybe that was the
I would have been pissed.
No, because if it was a contest, I probably would have been upset.
Yeah, I would have been.
Huh. I actually can't remember how I reacted. I just remember that it happened.
You know, this kind of reminds me of the time when I laundered submissions on Newgrounds that were not mine, but were like highly marketable.
What do you mean?
All right. So I had like a Joker moment on Newgrounds, right?
Of course you did.
No, you know about it. So like I made a music video. I don't know if I want to name drop the artist or anything, but they were very popular at the time. And I made like this crappy music video as like a 12-year-old. I'm like, I'm going to make a music video to this thing.
What was it? Was it emo? Was it anime?
No, it was.
Was it Weird Al?
Not. No, it was not. The artist was on Newgrounds.
Oh my God!
And they saw it, and they were very offended by the fact that I made this music video, and they stuck their entire community on me at 12 for making this fucking music video.
I know what you're talking about now. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was my Joker moment. That was like, you know what? If I can't make something legitimate and be like at least like not just respected, just like dignified, like just treat me like at least ignore it if at the very least. But they were so pissed off that I posted that crappy version of a music video that they, oh my God, that was my Joker moment. It was. So I started stealing submissions and laundering them as my own.
I was wondering where the laundering was going to come in.
Yep. So
That's why you had me there. I was like, what story is this?
From like a few years in the past to where like people wouldn't recognize the submissions, and specifically targeting like daily rewarded stuff. And it was passing like really easily. Like people had no idea I was stealing stuff until one day I got bold and I stole something that was just like a little too recognized. And then I got caught because then someone looked at my account, immediately recognized like, this is a very inconsistent animator. They could do every style. What?
You really did have your Joker moment.
Yep. So then I just actually started stealing stuff.
You shithead.
Yeah, but I learned that didn't work. So I, at least at an early age, I learned that content theft didn't lead to anything fruitful.
The story was that you basically made like a recreation of a music video. You were 12.
Yeah. And people, like, now when I see that on YouTube...
And they just took it as, well, you're just copying me and trying to take credit.
Yes! People, and these
Wasn't
people were like 30.
An adult?
They were like 30 at the
and
time.
And you're 12?
And I was like 12, yeah. At the oldest, I was maybe 14. There's no way I was older than 14.
Didn't you say that almost made you like give up?
Yeah, because I mean, I had a few moments like being on Newgrounds where I felt like the community will never like me because this famous person hates me. Yeah, that literally started like that anxiety there, and nobody even knew me at that time. I was still a child, and I thought I ruined my opportunity right there. Like nobody would ever like me. That's probably a big reason why I don't reach out to people. Like, I'm like, oh, they already hate me. They talk to this guy. This guy totally told him I'm a loser.
We grow up with such a high school mentality.
Yeah.
This person said this thing about this person, and
now they hate me.
Now nobody likes me.
Yeah. But, I mean, I was
he
really
said,
young.
She said, they said. You said, I said.
Yeah. Well, someone's going to, like, piece that together and like, oh, wait a minute.
No way.
Wait a minute. I remember that. No, someone is. Anyway.
Didn't they go on to be a musician?
Go on to? It was a music video.
Oh, wait. Well, but it was a music video, but it was a music video for, like, a fandom, right?
Sure. You know what? Sure. We'll leave it at that. Anyway.
How mysterious.
That was my story.
Yeah. I liked it.
What? Did you want more? Okay.
Well, I always like stories.
One time they made a music video that was completely unrelated. And baked into the Swift file was a shit post about me. Like specifically me.
How did you
It was like literally me committing suicide or something. Yeah. And like literally like me crying about my video being blammed and then me killing myself.
You were 12.
Uh-huh. I think I have it. I think I literally have a copy of it somewhere.
Growing up on Newgrounds must have been such an experience. Imagine being a 30-year-old with an entire, like, fan base behind you, and some 12-year-old on Newgrounds comes in and, like, animates something based on your
I'm going to be a 12-year-old.
And you took offense to that.
Yeah, internet was a different landscape back then.
I hope he thinks about it sometimes. I hope he thinks about you from time to time. And what a fucking dick he was to you.
Yeah, the animator was not nice to me either. Oh, wait, we didn't mention an animator, but yeah, they weren't nice. The boy...
Huh?
I'm going to leave it at that. You know what, guys? We could use some members. Oh, watch our last video. God, I don't know why I said this at the end of the video, because there's probably 90% of the people have stopped listening. Well, no, not 90. I know more of you stick around with that. I see you. But yeah, watch our last video. We cooked. We played a cooking game.
Oh yeah, Arctic Egg. That was weird.
Yeah. And this is awkward.
It was like Cooking Mama, but like scary and weird and unsettling.
Yeah.
Also,
anyway,
are we easier to see now? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I want to know, like, how do we look now? Are we more visible? Are we more
Do you still
readable?
prefer the first ones over these? What do you let us know?
Oh,
let us know what you think.
I don't know what happened over the weekend, but we had a short just explode. Like, we got 10K views in like 12 hours, and that's very unique for our channel right now. And it was about my arms being missing. Emmy, are you trying to keep this trend up with my arms missing?
No, it's
like,
just
why?
how you are.
We redesigned me. Like, we had an opportunity to put my arms back.
Why would we do that?
And we didn't. Now I'm just
You
fluffier.
don't need arms because they only show up Okay, listen. When you see a cat, sometimes they're just sitting there in this shape where you just see their legs. Yeah? And until they reveal their arm out of their silhouette, you don't even know it's there. Okay, so this is the
canon?
Yes, this is the canon, okay? You're just a freaking cat.
My God.
Weirdo.
Anyway, guys, please check out This video's on screen now.
Are there videos on? Are they covering my face again?
Yeah.
Just like Monsters Inc. They do it every video.
They don't cover your face. They
always
cover my face.
No,
They're on top of me.
They're literally on top of me right now.
Watch them now. Subscribe.